Hello, hello, hello. Thierry here. I'm in the park, right next to where I live. Isn't that beautiful? It's called Sunny Hill Park. It's lovely. I come here when I want some peace and quiet. And today, I've got it. There's nobody around, which is perfect. I'd like to talk about isolation. When I get depressed, I isolate myself. I stay home a bit more than I should. I eat a bit more than I should. And I sleep a bit more than I should. And I also do less than I should. Yeah, but I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it. You know, when it hits you, that's what you feel like doing, and that's what you do. I also know what to do to come out of that state of isolation. So I know that the opposite of isolating myself is reconnecting with the world, reconnecting with people outside of my bubble, my sanctuary, my home. So the first person I turn to usually is my best friend, Richard. Richard is like, is everything. He's my brother, he's my father, he's my mother, he's everything. Yeah. And we speak very often. We speak maybe up to 2 or 3 times a day. I can call him anytime. Sometimes if I've never called him at midnight, but if I did, he would pick up. I would wake him up, but he would pick up the phone. So yeah, so knowing that you've got somebody to be there for you all the time is really important. I mean, our relationship is very healthy. However, it does give a lot more than I do, simply because we've established the fact that I need more than he does. He's a lot more stable and more confident than I am. So we're happy with the way our friendship is, and we accept it, and we embrace it, and that's how it's always been for 10 years, over 10 years now actually. So yeah, number one when it comes to reconnecting with people is Richard. I go back to Richard, and if I don't call him, let me tell you, he will call me, and if I don't pick up, he will make sure that I do, right? So that's my first point of connection with the external world. I also have I don't have many friends, to be honest with you, but I have a few, but they're they're quality friends. So I've got Richard that I speak to every day, and I've got maybe a handful of other friends that I know I can rely on. They know my current situation, they know my current struggles and challenges, and just like Richard, they're there for me. Obviously, they have their life to deal with and to get on with, but with them, what I do is I arrange telephone appointments, right? So, and I don't push it too far. I don't abuse their kindness. We keep it maybe up to 20 or 30 minutes a week, but that time I spent with them is really important, and it's really yeah, it's really necessary for me, again, to reconnect with the external world. And I like the fact that with them, obviously I don't see them as often as Richard, I don't speak to them as often as Richard, but they provide me with an outlook which is very different from Richard's, because Richard knows me very well. Maybe he's more emotionally involved. With them, it's the opposite. There's less of an emotional attachment. So therefore, their advice are more, they're more practical. They're emotionless in a way. And actually, sometimes that's what I need. I just need to hear the advice with the emotion taken out of it. It really helps. So I like that, and I really appreciate their help. So guys, if you're listening, thank you. You know who you are. So there's that. There's that my inner circle is Richard. My outer circle is a very limited circle of friends that are always there for me. And then there's what I would call the professional organizations, like my counselor. I do therapy once a week. And that also is very important. Having this kind of outlet, having this kind of space where you can go and safely vent or speak your mind, or get somebody else to listen to you, or even get yourself to listen to yourself, is really important. And that is totally priceless. Totally priceless. I've also, in the past called the Samaritans. There are times, I can remember a time when it was like 10 o'clock at night and I needed to speak to somebody, but I didn't want to speak to Richard. I didn't want to speak to my usual friend. I wanted somebody who barely knows me, right? And just kind of, just talk to them and just release the tensions and the pressure, and and just express myself. And that's really helpful too. I really like their approach. They're very professional, non-judgmental, and the fact that you don't know who you're speaking to is really freeing. And it's really good to to let yourself go and open up. So I really like that, and I recommend using the services as well. And lastly, the last thing I do to reconnect with the external world, and this may sound to you like a joke, but it's not. I obviously, we've all heard of Netflix, and so I watch programs on Netflix. I usually I pick a series. I pick a documentary or a new kind of series, and I watch it. So I'll watch first series, second series if there is one, third series if there is one. I like to get into a routine. Reconnecting is getting into a routine. So for me, getting into a routine is watching a movie or an episode of the series that has got the same characters, and then slowly, gradually, I become familiar with these characters, and they almost become. This may sound funny, but it's true. They start to become my friends, and I get really kind of attached to them. And so I do that. That's really helpful. And I do the same with, again, you may find this funny, but I like it a lot. I like to watch Big Brother. Big Brother for me is, one of the events of the year, because it lasts for 3 months. It's every night. So for me, it supports me because it provides me with the routine and the structure that I need. I know that every night I will be watching and relating to these characters, who are present in the house. And that to me is very important. Really, really is important. I really look forward to it. In fact, it's starting very soon in June, so I can't wait for it. But it really helps me to get through, a solid period of 3 months where I know, nothing's going, well, I was going to say nothing's going to shake me, but things are going to be less challenging because I've got this support system. So there you have it. So that is my support system. The support system that I use to reconnect with the external world, reconnect with also myself, and minimize the effect of isolation. All right, that's all for today. See you soon. Take care. Bye.